Hi everybody, Russ here with ProSteam. Once again we are working on some luxury vinyl tile. This is Karndean. This floor has been down for a number of years. I think it's about 10 years, the customer said. And in that time it's never been professionally cleaned and sealed. The customer has had some issues with slippage on this floor. It kind of feels, I'm not going to say slippery, but it feels like there's a layer of something on the surface of the floor, and even with wearing boots, it doesn't feel particularly very grippy. A bit difficult to explain. So what we're going to do here is strip all the existing seal from the floor, and probably see there's a reflection there in the light. So there is a seal obviously here, and that all needs to be removed. We're going to work up to that line there and that line there. Okay, and then we're going to eventually strip and clean this part of the floor, which is the conservatory. We're going to work our way kind of out through those doors there. Okay, there's quite a lot of work to do, but the first stage would be to remove all the debris from the floor. The customer does have a dog, so there's dog hairs and that on the floor. We've got to remove all that before we can then start stripping. So let's get on with some vacuuming, and then we'll document each stage. Right, so we have vacuumed this area of the flooring, and just applied the stripper very carefully. And our extension machine in about 10 minutes is going to gently agitate the surface, releasing the existing seal, and then we will remove the suspended seal with our hot water extraction machine. Right, okay, we've cleaned this portion, we stripped this portion I should say. We only do a small section so we can just judge, make sure that we've got the right ratio of chemical to water, and the chemical is working correctly. Okay, and as you can see, it's very different to here. It's got almost like a sort of a ghostly pasty colour here compared to here, because what we've done is we've loosened the seal. We have and with that seal, it's going to be trapping all the dirt and everything, layers and layers of dirt and seal. So what we have now is a factory tile, and so this is kind of how the tile looked when it was laid all those years ago. So we're going to do exactly the same thing on the rest of the floor, and then once we have all the floor stripped and cleaned and dried, we can then move on with the ceiling. Okay, this is part of the stripping stage, and over there the floor has been stripped and cleaned, and so we're breaking everything up into sections because it's just easier and it's cleaner. And this machine, like I said earlier in the video, is helping to loosen the existing seal, and basically what happens is the stripper melts the sealant, and then this machine helps to kind of separate the two, if you like, or separate the sealant and the chemical from the top layer of the floor, and then we simply then rinse it away with hot water and a powerful vacuum, and Okay, we do take great care. We don't go right up to the edges. Do all that by hand. Okay, and you can see the colour of the water is white, and that is the seal. Basically, that is melted. And so we're going to continue this area here, and then we will extract, and then we'll move on to the next area. So this is the extraction stage, and as you can see from the steam coming off the wand, we extract with about 90 degrees of hot water, and this ensures a very thorough extraction of the seal. Okay. Right, so we've come to the last area, which is the conservatory. This area here, I just need to point out a few things. The first thing you're going to notice here is how there is a colour difference between this area here and this entire area, and unfortunately the sun has damaged the flooring. There's been a mat here. It's not a rubber-backed mat, so it hasn't reacted with the surface of the tile. What it's done is preserved the colour. That's why it looks different. And then if I kind of move here, can you see that there is a sort of a line there and here? Now, there was a large area rug here, and again, that has, as you can see, that has actually protected the floor from UV rays. So it's always worth considering buying some kind of blinds, or you can apply a film to the windows, and that filters out some of the UV rays. And unfortunately, the UV rays will damage luxury vinyl tile. Almost like it bleaches it. So anyway, nothing we can do with that over there, unfortunately. It's not so bad over here, but it's more noticeable kind of over there in that corner. So anyway, let's apply our stripper, and let's get that stripped and cleaned and dried, and then we can start sealing. Right, folks, the time now is 12:15. We started this job at somewhere around 9:30, and the floor now has been stripped of the existing seal. Okay, and so we've done everything. We've done the utility room, which is just through there. All this area has been done, and also through to the conservatory. We have our air moving equipment just to speed up the drying, and so the finish that we have at the moment is a pretty dull factory finish. It doesn't feel sticky underfoot at all. It has that kind of grip back again, as you'd expect. So we've taken all the seal, and the seal was actually had absorbed a lot of the dirt and the grease. I remember we're in an area, kitchen, where we're going to do a lot of cooking. There's going to be grease and oil floating around in the air from frying, and that ends up on the floor. And unless you've got specific cleaners, and unless you are cleaning that floor every single day, you're not going to get rid of that oil and grease and that. So anyway, let's get a first coat of Secura hard seal down, and then we're going to leave that about an hour, and then we'll put another coat on top of that. Right, the time is about 2:45. We've applied several layers of Secura matte hard seal to this floor, and as you can see, the colour is so much better now. It's richer. It's really enhanced those darker areas, of the wood effect. And it's a satin finish, so it does have a slight sheen to it, but it's not glossy. Some sealants out there do look rubbish. They really do make an expensive floor look really cheap, and this particular sealant we use creates a really tasteful satin finish, very durable. Okay, and if you remember earlier on in the video, there was a little bit of fading on this floor, and it's still there, you can see it, but I don't know if it's my eyes, but it certainly doesn't look quite as noticeable, because it's the sealant has kind of almost darkened this area. But so there's going to be a big rug going here. I suppose all the customer's got to do is just shift it that way a little bit, and then you'd never know. But anyway, we'll have a little walk through. So conservatory, walking into the kitchen. Okay, we've done all right up to this area here. This is the utility room. If we kind of get down a little bit, zoom in. You can see that everything is very even. You have a very even finish. That's because we cleaned, we stripped everything, and we sealed everything in one. Okay. Now, we're going to leave our customer with one of these. This is the correct pH neutral cleaner to use on this floor. 1 capful to 1 litre of water. And we can also leave some overshoes. Cure time is 24 hours, so if the floor has to be used before it's fully cured in 24 hours, we do advise our clients to keep the floor dry and clean. And if you do have to replace furniture, make sure the furniture does have protective pads underneath chair legs and table legs. So so there you have it. So if you have an Amtico or a Karndean floor that's needs a bit of a freshen up, looking a little bit tired, maybe ProSteam can help. We cover the Guildford area, so that's parts of Surrey, Hampshire and Berkshire. Thanks for watching.